Good morning, good afternoon. I'm Mcnulty of Group 1. And I'm going to be discussing enhancement of the basketball scoring system at PUP Binyan site. Oh. The first one is the overview. Introduction. I'm going to be discussing the overview, the purpose, the relevance of a basketball scoring system. Second is background of the study, the history, and the problem statement. I'm gonna be discussing the problem that gonna be addressed, the research objectives, theoretical, what we use on theoretical and conceptual, literature review, what is the research gap, methodology overview, statistical methods, and expected outcomes. Introduction. In this part, I'm gonna explain it by 4 parts. The first part is the basketball demands. We all know that basketball is a chaotic place. It demands jumping, running, and injuries, and most importantly, the coach perspective. The second one is the challenges at PUP Binyan site. The first challenges is the traditional scoreboard. It's very old and very confusing to players, coaches, referees, and the committees, also the audience. And the errors that it causes, the delay of the games, and not having a real-time update. The third one is the solutions. First one is to develop a basketball scoring system that will address the errors, delay of the games, statistics, bracketing, and many more. And the fourth one is the broad goals. It's the continuous innovation from the future. Maybe live streaming with scores updates and things like that. Background of the study. As I said earlier, the problems. First one is the traditional scoreboard. It's very confusing for the players, coaches, committee, and audiences. The second one is the delay of the game. I also said it earlier. Because of the inefficiency to manual scoreboarding, it's one of the reasons that the PUP Binyan basketball scoring system is considered or will be developed. The second one is the accuracy issue to the manual method because it's very odd, like I said earlier, confusing, and many other things. Problem statement. Me and my groupmates, we observed that on the sporting events in PUP, like in the U week, like IBITS week, we formed the 3 main questions. The first question is, how effective is the system in reducing errors in scorekeeping and tournament management? This question is formed that because me as a player, I played on U-Week and IBITS week. We observed that they always using the traditional one, and which is very confusing. So by creating a PUP Binyan site basketball scoring system, the system will gonna be reduce errors on scorekeeping and tournament management with automated bracketing system. Number 2, does the system improve data accessibility for coaches, players, and staff? From this question, we always observe it also that the traditional scoring system was don't have a statistics. So on our PUP Binyan basketball scoring system, we will have a statistics, tallying, and bracketing system also. The third one, how does automatic bracketing enhance tournament organization? On this one, the bracketing enhanced tournament organization because, as I said As I said earlier, traditional don't have automatic bracketing system. Research objective. The first one is to design a modern basketball scoring system that will have scoreboard, game statistics, tracking, and bracketing records. The second one is to develop a system that have a key metrics that have points, assists, rebounds, fouls, and any other element on a basketball game. The third one is to evaluate. On this one, we're gonna run a pilot test so that we will gather the feedback for more improvements of the basketball scoring system. And the last one is to implement. We're gonna implement our PUP Binyan basketball scoring system to sporting events like U-Week, IBITS Week, and many more. Theoretical and conceptual framework. On this part, I'm gonna be discussing the theoretical and conceptual framework. The first part of it was the input. Input game event data, such as the player's name, the coach's name, and other things that on a basketball, any data on a basketball game. The second one is the process, implementing the agile web development methodology. Doing the first phase of it was the plan, second is design, third is develop, fourth one is testing, fifth is deploy, and the last is review. And the output was gonna be the PUP Binyan site basketball scoring system. An automated basketball scoring system with advanced game statistics and automated bracket system. Literature review highlights the uses. First one is the uses of basketball scoring system. According to Wei and the researchers on January 1, 2022, this research provides a comprehensive framework for assessing player and team performance in various tournament formats. So what we get on this research, or the highlights of this research is the assessed performance of the players by statistics, so that the health coaches then target what to improve or they're lacking to their game. Second one is advantages of basketball scoring system. According to Mahmoud El Hamlawi and the researchers on October 2023, this research proposes an automated system to correct throw, position, and track ball movement, enhancing the basketball scoring system PUP Binyan through driven performance metrics. On this part, the advantages that were told, or the advantages that were said, it proves that the technology helps or being a data-driven performance helps improve metrics, or the PUP Binyan basketball scoring system will gonna be better with technology. Third one is the disadvantages of a basketball scoring system. The first highlight that we get on disadvantages of the basketball scoring system is the first, or what I said earlier, the traditional scoreboard. The second one is also the prone to errors and delay of games. The third one is the human errors, and it's inevitable. The last one is the importance of using basketball scoring system. On this part, we highlight that the teaching and running scoreboard is very essential to run the basketball scoring system. The new methods, and our PUP Binyan basketball scoring system is very easy to learn. Methodology overview. We use the agile methodology phases, which is plan, design, develop, test, deploy, and review. the first step, the first phase we do is plan. On this phase, we define our goals, know what our requirements will be, and the timeline of the when the project will be done or can be done. The second one is the design. On this part, we get the blueprint or the architecture of the system that we're gonna make. The third one is to develop. They build the solution based on the design. The fourth one is to test. We're gonna do the test, check the bugs, ensure that the system is properly working. The fifth one was deploy. Deploy the PUPB niyan basketball scoring system to sporting events such as U-Week and IBITS Week. And the last one is review. Gathering feedback for further improvement. Methodology overview. The researchers followed the Agile methodology because of its flexible approach, its frequent updates to meet the user needs, and another thing is the adaptability. The example of it was the changes in requirements, and the last one is the team collab. The team works together, or we researchers work together. We followed that, and also give us the continuous improvement to our system. Instrumentation and data collection. First is the internet research. We use internet research for gathering information because we all know that the internet research, such as Google, is one of the most reliable to get our data with. And for conducting our survey, we use online surveys such as G-Forms. Statistical method. After conducting a survey, all data that we've gathered, we use the weighted mean formula to get the result. And after getting the result, we use the Likert scale method to know the range scale and the interpretation from strongly disagree to strongly agree. And after evaluating, our system we're gonna be based on the 4 parts. First one is the functionality, efficiency, portability, and last is the usability. After the development of the system in terms of functionality, efficiency, portability, and usability, the conclusion is to replace the old method or the traditional scoring system to basketball scoring system, PUPB niyan basketball scoring system, and also improve accuracy to the scores, stats, and also help the coaches, the committees on having an accurate scoreboard system. And also it also includes fairness to the game and transparency to players, coaches, committee, and audience. This is the reference that we use to support our study or this presentation. And this is the second one, the references. And that's it. Thank you for listening.